Have you ever felt like you're in the wrong place, like you just can't grow where you've been planted? Let me tell you a little story that might change your perspective. It's about a tiny, insignificant seed. Imagine a busy, dusty road. Cars whizzing by, people rushing past, not a care in the world. And right there, by the edge of all this chaos, this tiny seed fell. Not in a lush garden or a fertile field, but on hard, dry, compacted soil. It landed in a crack in the pavement, a place everyone else overlooked. Every single day was a struggle. The ground was unforgiving, offering little moisture or nourishment. Heavy footsteps of hurried commuters pressed down on it, trying to crush its spirit before it even had a chance to sprout. Clouds of dust, kicked up by passing vehicles, would settle over it, burying it, trying to suffocate the life within. It was a harsh, lonely, and seemingly impossible place to be. Most seeds would have given up. They would have stayed dormant, accepting their fate. But not this one. This little seed had a fire inside it, a stubborn will to live. It chose to grow. It decided that its circumstances would not define its destiny. It began the slow, arduous process of pushing a root down into the stubborn earth. It was a battle fought in silence and darkness. For every millimeter it grew, the ground pushed back. It had to search tirelessly for the smallest drop of water, the faintest hint of nutrients. Above ground, the world remained oblivious. The stomping feet continued, the dust kept falling. But below the surface, a miracle was taking place. The seed was becoming a sprout. With immense effort, it finally broke through the surface. A tiny speck of green against the dull grey of the roadside. It was vulnerable, fragile, yet fiercely determined. It faced the scorching sun, the whipping winds, and the constant threat of being trampled. But it held on. It drank in the morning dew, stretched towards the sliver of sunlight it could find, and slowly, leaf by leaf, it grew stronger. It wasn't a fast or easy process. There were days it almost withered, days it was completely covered in grime. But it persevered. It didn't compare itself to the pampered roses in a distant garden. It focused only on its own journey, its own fight for life. This struggle forged an incredible resilience within its very core. And then, one morning, the magic happened. After weeks of silent, determined struggle, a bud appeared. It swelled with promise, and finally it burst open into a magnificent bloom. It wasn't just any flower. Its colors were more vibrant, more intense than any you could imagine. A brilliant splash of defiance against the drab, dusty backdrop. Its petals seemed to radiate an inner light, a beauty born not of ease, but of hardship. That day, something shifted. The people who usually rushed past, their eyes glued to their phones or lost in thought, suddenly stopped. A child pointed with wide-eyed wonder. A stressed businessman paused his phone call, a slow smile spreading across his face. An elderly woman bent down, her hand gently brushing a speck of dust from a petal. The flower, born from struggle, had the power to stop the world in its tracks. It offered a moment of unexpected beauty, a pocket of peace in the middle of the daily grind. This little flower became a local legend. It taught everyone who saw it a powerful lesson. It wasn't just a plant, it was a symbol of hope and resilience. It proved that your starting point doesn't determine your final destination. In fact, the story of this flower shows us that greatness, true strength, and the most breathtaking beauty often grow from the most difficult, the most challenging, and the most unlikely of places. So, if you ever feel like you're that seed by the dusty road, remember this story. Embrace the struggle, for it is forging a strength and beauty within you that you can't even imagine yet. Your difficult place might just be the very soil you need to become something truly magnificent. Keep growing. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more stories that inspire. We'd love to have you in our community. Until next time, take care.